What's happening, everybody? It is Tuesday once again, and we are talking brand new video games here in my car. I'm finishing out the depressing Fat Boy February, the term I just coined. No tacos today, but I did go to Arby's and got some of these curly fries. Oh, yeah. Remember when Arby's was the only one who had curly fries and it was like a thing? I can get these anywhere. For a while, Arby's was like the place to go to get curly fries. Those are good. Really messy, but they're good. They still got it. Still got it, Arby's. Sponsor me. Okay. Also, not just curly fries, but I got a big beef and cheddar, or as I like to call it, a BBC. Little nickname I gave it. BBCs. Just love putting these BBCs in my mouth. Put this BBC in my mouth and swallow it down. Swallow it down real good. BBCs, man. I mean, I could just slobber all over BBCs every day. So yeah, got a little BBC like goo on the side of my mouth. Just clean it off. It's fine. Alright. Enough about food. Top game of the week. Elden Ring. Why did I shout it? Elden Ring is coming out on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series S and X. The newest game from the guys over at From Software, who do not have a stupid enough name. Like, this is from Software. Idiots. What were they thinking? Anyway, it's a new game from those people. It's like Dark Souls, but open world. So, should be pretty cool. Very highly anticipated. Maybe one of the most anticipated games of 2022. And we're only in February. So, next we got Destiny 2, The Witch Queen. On PC, PS4, PS5, Stadia, Xbox One, and Series S and X. The sixth expansion for Destiny 2. It's supposed to come out last year, got delayed because of COVID. Now it's here. Soul Cresta is a shoot 'em up on PC, PS4, and Switch. This is from Platinum Games, who you know from doing Bayonetta, Wonderful 101, Astral Chain, bunch of good stuff. It's like a sequel, maybe remake, kind of old 80s arcade game. Looks pretty cool. Next we have Monarch on PC, PS4, and Switch from a company, I forget their name, begins with an L, sorry. But they did a lot of the but Shin Megami Tensei portable games on DS, Strange Journeys and Labyrinth, PQ2 Labyrinth, New Cinema Labyrinth, that's what it's called. They also created the Etrian Odyssey series. Anyway, this is their new game, Monarch, another JRPG about high school students who fight with demons, basically. Yeah, that same old tired trope. Next we have Atelier Sophie. Oh, wow. Part 2, The Alchemist of the Mysterious Dream on PC, PS4, and Switch. Yeah, it's another Atelier game. Yeah, synthesize shit. Finally, Grid Legends is coming out on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series S and X. This is a racing game. Supposed to have a lot of cars and tracks, but I don't think anybody's going to care because Gran Turismo 7 comes out next week, so no spoiler. Oh no, I guess actually that's not it. The Steam Deck is also coming out this week, but unless you pre-ordered it back in, I don't know, July or whenever they went on pre-order, you're not going to get one. So, you can still pre-order it, but it'll just come TBD. Ports. Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. coming out on PC and mobile devices. Last game in the Pixel series, Pixel Remaster series, so great game. Played it on Super Nintendo when I was a kid. Loved it. I'll play it again when it's on Switch. Expansions. Sims 4, My Wedding Stories. On PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Create the wedding of your Sims dreams in Sims 4, My Wedding Stories. Everything else. Ghost on the Shore for PC. Martha is Dead for PC, PS4, PS5, and Series S and X. Variable Barricade, which is like a visual novel, is coming out on Switch. And Gibbon, Beyond the Trees, is going to Apple Arcade, which is finally getting something new. Someone spilled it on my BBC. Oh, it's just a little white thing. I'm going to eat it. Okay. Notable titles. 10 years ago, speaking of Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor 2 came out on the Nintendo DS. Great tactical RPG. Really difficult. Like, ridiculously difficult. Like, if you think Dark Souls and Elden Ring are difficult, Devil Survivor 2 is one of the hardest games I've ever played. You're just constantly losing battles. You have to play the same level over and over and over and over and over again, trying to redo your strategy each time to figure out which demons to bring in to fight with you. You fight with demons. You're a high school student who fights with demons, of course. And it's just really difficult. It's a good game, but just way too hard. You can get it on the 3DS. They did a remake, and it's still available currently as of this, recording. So pick it up. Jet Set Radio Future came out on Xbox 20 years ago. The sequel to Jet Set Radio on the Dreamcast. This was one of Sega's 11 Xbox exclusives they were going to release on the system, and eventually it would become bundled with the Xbox as a pack-in title when you bought the console. So that's pretty neat. I can't really play this game because it gives me crazy motion sickness, and I don't really want to think about it because I don't want to throw up all over my BBC. So yeah, it's okay. I can't play it. I don't want to talk about it. Finally, 30 years ago, Legend of the Mystical Ninja came out on the Super Nintendo. This was a early Super Nintendo game. By February, there were titles obviously, but there was kind of a drought of titles on Super Nintendo, and Legend of Mystical Ninja was one of the first to kind of be worthwhile to players, right? Maybe before that, maybe Final Fantasy 2 or 4, if you want to call it, would have been the game, and then after you were done with that, you could have picked up Mystical Ninja. More of a standard kind of game than a role-playing game. It's got a mix of top-down and 2D side-scrolling stages. It's part of the Goemon series, if you are familiar with Goemon. Not a lot of those came out in America. I think Mystical Ninja might have been one of the only few that ever did. It was mostly a Japanese series. So, anyway, I'm going to finish eating this BBC. And, I highly suggest you go out, find a BBC, and shove it in your mouth. I wonder if that's a commonly used term. Am I the only one who's ever thought of calling this a BBC? I don't know, probably not. I guess I'll Google it later. You know what, why don't you guys Google BBC and let me know what you find. Alright, bye.